A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best. Like you.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine, Adina Vasco, and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, coupe to bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
And we are live. Are you ready for some football? Fremont County's Monday Night Football coming live to you on KTAK and Wyo Today YouTube. Remember, if you are driving on your way home from work right now, you can check out the game live streamed on Wyo Today's YouTube page. If you're a Lander fan, you can check it out on there as well with Ernie Over and Sean O'Brate on the call. For the radio side, we are, of course, as always, live on KTAK, and Ernie and Sean will have the Lander feed over on KFCW. Once again, as always, this is Kevin Shields, your voice of the Riverton Wolverines. I am going to be joined immediately after he gets here and off of work by Jay Collins again. We've yet again got Connor Shields on the camera. Say hello to the people.
Hello.
Okay, that was very elongated hello. And we welcome you to the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. We're going to treat pregame like normal, but this is a little unique, folks. The game was called off, postponed because of supercell lightning thunderstorms in the area. Lightning within 6 miles kept just resetting that 30-minute delay clock on Friday night. So it's going to be a little unique tonight. We are going to start with vast majority of the game still to come, but with Riverton leading 7-0, 2:36 left in the first quarter, and Lander with the ball 1st and 10 from their own 45 right after a Riverton punt. It kind of happened suddenly. Lander came out ready to scrimmage, and then the refs signaled, and every player ran off the field. They went inside. We sat in the press box not too long before Reggie Miller and Stauffenberg got together and called the game, postponed it to Monday night. There was some talk of Saturday, but with storms expected to be in the area, they figured Monday was the best shot. And if you're driving home and you've got nothing better to do, which you don't because Riverton football's where it's at, come on out and join the crowd. The stands on the home side and the away side starting to fill up just a little bit. A late arriving crowd. Of course, Riverton did not have school today, so that has something to do with it. The band is here. They're not in full uniform. They're just in their T-shirt and jeans, it looks like. And we'll be back with some of the with more of the pregame show, sponsored by Hampton Inn Suites here on KTAK.
It's Physical Therapy Month.
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 October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like April better.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show on KTAK 93.9, Wyoming's Big Country. Again, a little different tonight, as it will be 7-0 starting off the game. Riverton Wolverines in the lead. 2:36 to play in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the Lander, 40 for Lander. So they'll have 60 yards to try and go and even up the score. A little bit about these two teams on the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. This is a 3A East Conference game. Obviously, arch rivals. Last year, Riverton was 1-8, lost to Lander 7-17. The victors in that game, the Tigers of Lander Valley, went 4-5 on the season. Head coach Troy Anderson is in his third year at Riverton, 6-17 overall. Head coach John Scott for the Tigers is in his fourth year, 20-17. Both teams having had a state championship in their history. Riverton, of course, having 4, 94, 97, 98, and 99 under Don Julian as coach. And Lander Valley, you've got to go all the way back to 1948 to Bill Bush, the Bill Bush era of Lander Valley. Lander Valley having 3 runners-up and Riverton having 4 runners-up at the state level. But neither team has been overly threatening at the state level in quite some time. Right now, the overall record in this series versus Lander is 53-49-6 in favor of the home squad, the Riverton Wolverines. This year, Riverton's 1-4 as coming into this game. They won at Rollins last week, 14-6. Lost to Powell, 50-13. Cody, 49-0. Evanston, 34-7. And Star Valley, 59-19. Lander Valley comes in this game at a record of 2-2 with wins over Green River and Evanston, 44-16 and 24-14 respectively, and losses to Powell and Buffalo by scores of 10-7 and 29-21. They both do share those two opponents, Powell and Evanston. Lander lost to Powell and defeated Evanston, and of course Riverton lost to both. So, we're going to have several games this week. We're going to have our game of the week this Thursday night. We'll get a finalize on that schedule. We know it's Thursday, but it has moved a couple of times, so we'll wait on that. But Thursday night, game of the week on, I do believe, KWYW, coming from Big Piney. And excuse me, I've got a little bit of sinus congestion going on here. Riverton, of course, will be going to will be hosting Douglas, I do believe, next. And Lander Valley will be home to Worland. So we'll be right back with more pregame show. And Sean O'Brate, sports director for WYO Today and the Ranger, Lander Journal, and Wind River News, had a chance to speak to Coach Anderson. So we'll be back to hear that in just a few minutes.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
All right, and welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today's YouTube page. Sean O'Brate, sports director, had a chance to sit down with Coach Anderson before the start of the game on Friday, and we're going to listen in on that now.
Well, Coach Anderson, congrats. You got the win last week. How do the kids feel coming into this game compared to last week?
Good. I mean, obviously a win does a lot for mental outlook and confidence and all those good things that you always want to get for people and young people especially. So yeah, it's been a good up-tempo week, a good positive week. So I think that happens, and so maybe we can add on to that hopefully.
And I'm sure homecoming week helped with all the fun events that brought everyone together.
Really active this week. Usually kind of tends to culminate. I wish we could spread it out a little bit more. It tends to culminate right at the apex of when you want game time to happen. But it's been a good week. We were out at the parade. We had volleyball last night. All those things. So I think for all things considered, as far as the homecoming game's concerned, we've had pretty minimal distractions.
Awesome. Well, and I don't know if it's a distraction per se, but you're facing your rival. You're 30 minutes away from this team, and they know you and you know them from history, and every single year you guys face each other in every sport. It's always so big.
Yeah.
What does that mean in this locker room? Is that kind of giving them a boost?
It's huge. I mean, this group has not got a win against Lander, and so that's a massive thing, and hopefully it doesn't over pressurize them, if you will, to go out and try to do more than they need to. If they just go out and do their jobs, and I think we've done a good job of getting them prepared mentally and structurally this week. So, I think, both teams want to come win. It's a big deal for everybody.
And then last question. Last week you got 2 scores with Braden Vincent. You used him in the backfield a lot. Are you going to be switching back and forth between him and Payne, or is it going to be more of a one-back look like last week?
I think you'll see quite a bit out of both of those guys. They're seniors. They're key guys. They're guys that you want to show up and expect to show up in a game like this, and I think that's something you'll see from them.
Cool. Well, congratulations again,
right.
Coach, and good
luck.
Thank
you. Appreciate it, Sean.
And thank you, Sean and Coach Anderson, for those few moments that he took previous to the start of the game on Friday. It is now time it will be time for your Sutherland starting lineups on KTAK when we return from these messages.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Thank you, Riverton High School Choir, for that rousing rendition of the national anthem. It is time for your Sutherland starting lineups. For your Riverton Wolverines, starting across the front. Oh, excuse me, we got to go. I'm trying to get through all the paperwork we had the other day. I do apologize. So, again, this game starting out at 7-0. Riverton, 2:36 to go in the game. In the first quarter. Now your Sutherland starting lineups. First for the visiting Lander Valley Tigers. At tackle, junior Phillips. At left guard, freshman Hamilton. At center, senior Glick, excuse me. We're reading this off a phone. Junior right guard, Gabrielis. And at right tackle, freshman number 66, Romer. That'll be interesting to see if he is playing today. Well, actually, excuse me, not him. I'm having all sorts of issues today, Connor. And at the skill positions, first and foremost, split end, a senior, Beaver. At the running back, senior, Pascanelli. At quarterback, senior, Stauffenberg. At halfback, senior, Weaver. At A-back, senior, Harris. And on the defensive side, on the defensive line, senior Harris, sophomore Downs, freshman Hamilton, and a senior in Weaver. At the linebackers, you got Velarde. We don't have a class on him submitted to us by Lander. You got junior Cabrielis and a senior Glick. And at the free safety, you've got number 10, the starting quarterback as well, senior Stauffenberg. The kicker and one to look out for, obviously, is Weaver. Matisse Weaver, one heck of a kicker. As far as out on Friday, Baker, Osborne, Rowan, and Dollard, all for Lander. And now the Sutherland starting lineup for your Riverton Wolverines. First along the offensive line, at left tackle, junior Lyric Gordon. At left guard, junior Zarek Prosser. At center, junior Nathan Mills. At right guard, sophomore Ryan Cox. At right tackle, junior Xavier Garcia. And at tight end, Branson Saltzgaver. At the skill positions, at the X position wide receiver, a senior Kate Gabrielson. At the Z wideout, junior Nick McIntosh. At the split, junior Ty Sheets. At tailback, a senior, Dominic Payne. At halfback, senior, Braden Vincent. And at quarterback, junior, Derek DeVries. On the defensive side, at weak end, a sophomore, Ryan Cox. At nose guard, a junior, Xavier Garcia. At strong end, a junior, Bryce Mason. In the linebacking core, junior, Branson Saltzgaver. Senior, Parker DeVries. And junior Zarek Prosser. And in the defensive backfield, senior Vincent Braden, junior Talon Toman, junior Ty Sheets, senior Cade Gabrielson, and junior Nick McIntosh. The coaches tonight, of course, are Troy Anderson for your Wolverines and John Scott for the Lander Valley Tigers. We'll be right back with the kickoff here on KTAK.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn and Pregame, Hampton Inn Suites Pregame show here on KTAK. We do have some numbers. We announced the number changes that we announced the other night, but we do have Nick McIntosh going from number 11 to number 14, Talon Toman going from 13 to 16, Hoob Heineman going from 28 to 23, Boss Littleshield going from 40 to 80, And Xavier Garcia going from 56 to 55. Corbin Longtime going from 87 to 81. The coaches who joined Coach Anderson are Caden Gattenbein, Henry Lynn, Jeff Matisse, Skylar Sewell, Tom Vincent, Derek Watson, and Talon Yeats. Trainer for your Riverton Wolverines is Paige Nolan. The managers are Brant Nyberg, Sidney Javine, and Carter Nosip. And here we go, 1st and 10 from the Lander 40. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and Riverton is going to snuff that out for only a gain of 2 yards. We'll try and get the camera situated here, get a nice view. There we go, con man. And that's what we call Connor, so nobody thinks I'm actually talking to you as if you were a con man playing 3-card Monty. So we'll set up 2nd and 8 at the Lander Valley 42. Lander coming out in a shotgun. They've got 3 wide, 2 to the left, 1 to right. They're going to fake the handoff, and Stauffenberg's going to keep it. He's at the 50, and that is where they're going to stop him, right at the chains. So it's either going to be 3rd and very short. Nope, they go ahead and signal 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from midfield for Lander Valley. Substitutions being made defensively here for Riverton as we see Bryce Mason come out of the game. Substitution for him. Stauffenberg is going to lead the Tigers up to the line, going out of a single I formation. He's got 4 wide, 1 to his left, 3 to his right. Stauffenberg is going to hand off to the tailback, and he's got some running room, going to gain 4 yards to set it up 2nd and 4. That was Joel Beaver, I do believe. No, excuse me, that was not Joel Beaver. I'm trying to lay an eye on a number here, and the sun is just playing havoc with the very shiny helmets of Lander and the numbers as well. But I do believe that was actually Jack Pasquinelli, the senior running back / defensive back. Now going from under center with 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to give it on the end around to Gabe Harris, and he's going to run a long way east and west to only gain about 1.5 yards. So it's going to set up a 3rd and 4.5. Call it a long 4. They go ahead and respot it, and they give him the full extra 0.5 yard, make it 3rd and 4 here. Could be a big stop for Riverton. Don't know what is going through Coach as far as Coach Scott's head, as far as what he might do with a stop here. You're getting kind of close to no man's land, but I don't think quite there. Stauffenberger going under center again in a pro set formation. He's going to fake the end around, and he's going to hand it off, and it's going to get snuffed out. The handoff was to Matisse Weaver, who is only going to gain 1 yard to set up 4th and 3. So decision time for Coach Scott. Right now, Stauffenberger looking over for the play. They're keeping the offense on the field. Now Stauffenberg's running towards the sideline. I think they're probably going to use their timeout. Nope, no need to, because that ends the 1st quarter. We'll be right back with the start of the 2nd quarter. Currently, it will be 4th and 3 for Lander Valley, and it is 7-0 Riverton. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back. Let's go ahead and get the pregame show off the air here, off the graphic here. And we are going to the 2nd quarter. As per Friday night, I am joined by Jay Collins. Tell the people hi, Jay.
What's going on, y'all?
I had to give him time to answer. Yes. So, okay, start 2nd quarter. 12 minutes to half, 7-0 Riverton, and decision time for Coach Scott as Riverton held them on 3rd and 4 to a 1 yard gain. So it'll be 4th and 3 from the Riverton 43 2.5, say. 4th and 3 from the 43. Offense is still on the field. They are huddling, and they're going to come out. Under center is Stauffenberg. He's in the single back. He's got 4 wide, 3 stacked on the right, 1 on the left. Kind of tight, though. They're going to pitch it to the running back. They have it, and it's going to be close, and I think he busted through there, just kept those thighs moving, and got the first down.
With that kind of speed, all you got to do is keep him moving. Run downhill.
They had him, too. They had a chance to get a huge momentum-turning play there. I say momentum-turning because after the 2-day break, a weekend break, there is no momentum, even though Riverton leads 7-0. So 1st and 10 from the Riverton 39 with 11:43 to play in the half. Coming out under center, single eye formation. He's going to hand it off once again to Jack Pascanelli, and he's going to knife his way all the way to the 33-yard of Riverton to set up 2nd and about 4. We'll call it 4 here. From the 33.5-yard line. Stauffenberg breaks the huddle. He's now in the gun. 2 wide, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, with 1 back in the backfield. Now pro set as he's under center. He's going to hand it off to Pascanelli again, and he's going to shed some tackles all the way down to the 23-yard line of Riverton. Physical running and just poor tackling technique there, Jay.
Yes, sir. That was poor tackling. You got to wrap up. You got to wrap up every time. You can't just lower a shoulder.
No. Arm tackles and shoulders will not work right now. So 1st and 10 from the 24 for Lander Valley. Marching down the field as we have 10:57 in the half, trying to tie this postponed and restarted game. Stauffenberg in the gun. He's got 3 wide. Mishandles the snap slightly. Pump fakes, moves to his left, and finally throws and just hits him in the hands and falls incomplete. The pass intended for Joel Beaver.
I can't believe he dropped that. That was right in the hands. I thought he was going to catch it and tippy-toe out of bounds.
Put it right where you want it to be, setting up 2nd and 10 from the 24 of Riverton for Lander Valley. Stauffenberg gets the play signaled in by Coach Scott and his staff. He's going to break the huddle. Lander Valley moving right to left on your radio dial. They're in all white with their dark helmets. Riverton wearing their cardinal red tops and white pants. Out of the gun with 3 wide. Stauffenberg, and we're going to have a flag. It's either going to be delay a game or a false start, one of the two. And we are going to get a false start, so that will turn 2nd and 10 into 2nd and 15 from the 29.5-yard line of Riverton with 10:44 to go, 7-0 Riverton. Riverton, seems like a long time since Riverton scored. Riverton, of course, scoring on Friday night.
Yes, it has been a while.
All right, breaking the huddle in the gun. 3 wide, 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Pascanelli off to his left. They're going to send a man in motion. That's Harris. Stauffenberg lets him go all the way to the slot. Now a screen being set up and nicely sniffed out. They had it set up, and Drevin Monroe able to get a hand in there, I do believe, and trip up the running back in Pascanelli. They had it set up. They reached the original 1st and 10 mark, so it'll start 3rd and 10 for Lander Valley. That could have gone big, Jay, but luckily one guy able to get a shoestring tackle.
Yes, he made sure he wrapped up on that shoe. That's for dang sure.
From the gun, 2 are out wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Running back there with Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg signals for the snap. He's going to fade back. He's going to look over the middle. He's got a man wide open. Oh. Touchdown, Lander Valley.
Wow, that was a beautiful catch right there. He barely hung on to it, but he did hang on to it.
Just what you couldn't have, a double move there, trying to lay who it was who got the touchdown. Did you happen to hear?
I did not.
As I was changing the score there, but a little bit of a hesitation move, and he was gone. The only question was it overthrown? And it was just right on the money. So 7-6, Riverton with 9:56 to go. The PAT pending for the Tigers to tie up this heated rivalry. Of course, they got one of the best in Wyoming, and Matisse Weaver with the kick. It is up, and it is good. So 9:56 to go in a game that has spanned 4 days now.
Yes, 4 days.
7-7, Riverton and Lander playing for bragging rights of Fremont County in 11-man football and of the two biggest cities and schools. We'll be right back with the Lander Valley kickoff here on KTAK.
Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back to Riverton High School Athletics coverage on KTAK. 9:56 to go in the first half. It is 7-all. Riverton and Lander Valley tied. Weaver has it teed up. Only one returner back for Riverton. That's going to be either Dominic Payne or Ty Sheets. We know that. We're just trying to see if the number is 2 or 22. Kick is high by Weaver, and it is 22 back there, but it doesn't matter as it hits the top of the V in Riverton towards the out of bounds line. Back of the end zone. Thanks, Jay. It's a Monday. I'm not in this groove yet.
Not used to doing this on Monday.
No, so it'll set up 1st and 10 for Riverton from their own 20. DeVries able to capitalize and lead the team down, along with Sheets and McIntosh, and of course the rest of the team, to a score on the first drive. Did have to punt, and that was the possession that we just saw. So DeVries, as kind of normal here on this side of the 50, comes out with 4 wide, 3 to the left. He's going to fake it and keep it, and he's trying to truck over a linebacker, and he is successful. He's going to gain 5 yards to set up 2nd and 5. They have been setting up in the shotgun on their own side of the 50 quite a bit with 4 wide receivers.
I think they're doing that just to get a little more time, be able to see what's coming at them.
All right, DeVries going to get the play call, and we're going to see a substitution here. We see Drevin Monroe running off the field. He was substituted for, don't know who, because they were already in the huddle, so they had to get him off the field before they could break the huddle with 12 men. Same formation with one exception. Payne is on DeVries' left. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. DeVries takes it. He's going to look to throw, and he is going to find Cade Gabrielson at the 30, and he's going to try and fight. His legs got further, but the rest of his body and the ball didn't. But that will be good for 5 yards and a first down for Riverton. So 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Wolverines with 8:48 left in the half and counting. 7-7 here at Riverton High School. And for a day where Riverton didn't have school, the crowd is filled in nicely. Not quite as full as Friday night, but you wouldn't expect so on a Monday. And Lander Valley traveled well. From the gun, a handoff to Dominic Payne. He's going to get, I think it's Payne, and some people dive like they're diving for the ball. They're going to say he was down. I do believe that was Dominic. No, I think that was Braden Vincent. Yes, it was Braden Vincent with the carry. Lander would have recovered the fumble, but the referee signals down. Still a nice gain of about 3.5. So it'll set up 2nd and 7 from the 33.5-yard line of Riverton. DeVries coming out of the huddle. He's going to set him up. 2 stacked receivers on his right, 2 wide on the left. Man goes in motion. We have a jet sweep, and he's losing yards now, and he is going to lose yards. There's no question of that. Ran too far back and then just got hunted down by a stellar Tiger defense, that being Hutchinson on that play, his first touch of Monday Night Football. 7:43 to go in the half. And it sets up a 2nd and we have some dirty laundry on the field, late flag. So let's see what that was about. It's in the vicinity. You'd expect either a face mask or holding. Either which devastating to the other team.
Yes, and I believe it was a face mask, but I could be completely wrong.
So we're waiting on the signal from the rest. We've gotten the prelim signal. So we're waiting to see what it is, but Riverton is backing up, so it is going to be against them. Okay, so we're being told it's unsportsmanlike conduct on Riverton, and that's a big one. It's 15 yards from the spot, and it is 3rd and a country mile for Riverton. They are going to snap the ball at their own 17, setting up a 3rd and 27 roughly.
Wow. That's a lot of yards to move.
From the gun, DeVries, 2 wide right and 2 wide left. And now we've got a ref stepping in at the line, and we're just going to wait. Don't know what that was about, but everybody's set now. Formation is set. DeVries out of the gun on 3rd and a country mile. DeVries is going to roll to his right under pressure. He's going to sling it downfield. It's complete for the first down. Beautiful toss and catch by DeVries there. DeVries finding Ty Sheets at the 49-yard line of Lander. It's not every day you have a 3rd and 27 play call in your book.
Yeah, and the way he handled that quarterback handled that like he knew exactly what he was going to do and who he was going to.
So 1st and 10 inside, just barely inside Lander Valley territory. DeVries coming out in, it looks like the gun. Looks like that's what he's going to end up in at 7:35 and counting to go in the game. 4 wide, man goes in motion. They're going to fake the sweep, and DeVries is going to keep it. He's at the 49. He's going to muscle his way down to the, I'm trying to see where they're going to spot him on this one. They're going to spot him at the 46, I do believe, or the 47. They're going to spot him at the 40, right shy of the 46. So it'll set up a 2nd and a long 7.
Yes, it is a set. I think they're going to be just fine. I mean, this quarterback has been handling the pressure nice. He's been moving the way he needs to. His feet aren't too happy. So I think Riverton's going to get another first down, probably even possibly a touchdown.
DeVries out of the gun from your mouth to God's ears, as they say. With 4 wide, he's going to hand it off to Dominic Payne, slashing up the middle out of the gun. He is going to reach the 42-yard line, which will set up a third. After the 4-yard gain, we'll set up a 3rd and 3 at the Lander Valley 42. 7:12 to go, 7-7. Just what you'd expect to see. This game tight.
You know, at first I felt like Riverton came out a little sluggish. They used the weekend to relax. But it seems like they're picking up and moving the ball. They're moving forward.
DeVries now out of the gun. He's got 5 wide, nobody in the backfield with him. 3 to his left, 2 to his right. DeVries on the direct snap is just going to keep it, and he's gaining yards in bunches, ladies and gentlemen. Physical run reaches to the 32. He needed 3. He got 10 for a 1st and 10 Riverton.
That's a beautiful run. He just kept them legs moving forward.
6:46 to go. 1st and 10 from the Lander Valley 32. Riverton moving down, and we have a timeout on the field. It is going to be by the Lander Valley Tigers. So while Coach John Scott takes the timeout, we'll take it with him to pay some bills. We'll be right back on KTAK.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Lander Valley, of Riverton High School athletics. It is 1st and 10 from the Lander Valley 32. DeVries is in the gun. He's got 4 wide. DeVries is going to fade back. He's looking to throw across the middle. Complete. He's going to cut it. Touchdown, Riverton. Dominic Payne.
That was beautiful right there. Beautiful toss and catch right there. That quarterback needs
At least I think it was Dominic Payne. No, it was Nathan Hutchinson. How did I get that confused? These numbers are hard to see through 2 panes of glass here as we have the 1 pane open for the camera and we can't remove the window. So making up for that end around and the unsportsmanlike penalty that was called as well. With 6:37 to go in the half, it is 13-7 Riverton.
I like what I'm
waiting for the PAT, and it's going to be all sorts of offsides and encroachment on Lander Valley, I do believe. So let's get the score changed here on our scoreboard. Riverton now leads they lead 13-7. I'm sure they're asking Coach Anderson if he wants to take as they walk over and see if they want to set up something different and maybe go for 2. I can't imagine they'd take points off the board here. But yeah, it was before the snap, they're going to say, but then they wouldn't have talked to the coach either. So they're going to, it looks like, are they going to go for 2? No, he's now saying he wants it on the kickoff, which makes some sense.
Yeah, I was shocked that he was going to.
Nope, they're going to make him kick it anyway, so he's pointing in that direction. So nonetheless, going to kick it here, 13-7, 6:37. DeVries to Hutchinson with the touchdown pass. Snap is good, hold is down, and the PAT looks to be pure, and it is. So immediately answering are the Riverton Wolverines. DeVries to Hutchinson, a nice 32-yard strike for the touchdown with 6:37 to play in the half. We'll be right back on KTAK.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School football. With 6:37 to play in the half, Riverton answering Lander Valley to retake the lead 14-7 on a 32-yard pass from DeVries to Hutchinson. Hutchinson making a nice move around the 5 to cut back there.
That was a beautiful, beautiful cutback. He juked him out of his shoes there.
Kick is going to be short. It's just popped up, and 59 just wisely grabs it and goes to the ground for Lander Valley. That being Juan Rivera, a sophomore offensive lineman and linebacker. At first I thought it said DB. I was about to say, that's not a combo you see every day. 2 ways, offensive line and defensive back.
Yeah.
So it will be, do wonder if they're scared about the return or whatnot, but it does give Lander Valley excellent field position, Jay.
I was just going to say that. They are starting from the 45.
Lander Valley's own 45. Down 14-7. Stauffenberg comes up in the single I formation with 4 wide, 2 on each side. Man going in motion. I thought the running back took off early there, but it's going to be a handoff on the end around, and it's going to be a gain of 5. Yes, that's exactly what they're going to give him, 5 yards to the 50. I did think that Pasquinelli actually started early out of the backfield, but evidently no.
They can't see everything.
So 6:10 and counting left in the first half. 14-7 Riverton. 2nd and 5 for Stauffenberg and the Lander Valley Tigers. They're still going right to left on your radio dial. Stauffenberger out of the gun now. He's got 4 wide, but all within about 5 yards of the line. Stauffenberger's going to get the snap and keep, and he's going to gain the 47-yard line of Riverton to set up a 3rd and 2 here. Lander Valley looking to answer and getting good field position, and so far making it count.
They are. They're moving the ball forward. I really think that they're going to keep moving that ball forward, but I believe Riverton has a chance right here to stop them and put them down.
All right, coming out of the huddle, in the gun with 2 in the backfield with him, 1 wide left, 2 wide right. Stauffenberger going to clap for the snap. He's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. He's going to throw across the middle, complete to Gabe Harris, and Harris runs over a guy and runs for the score.
Wow.
42-yard completion touchdown pass. Stauffenberg to Harris to very quickly answer back here in the second quarter.
That was quick. I believe Riverton was just a little confused. They thought the quarterback was actually going to keep it because that receiver was wide open. There was no one around him.
Well designed there and well executed by Coach Scott and Stauffenberg and the Lander Valley Tiger offense. Matisse Weaver now going to attempt the PAT. And they scored quick because we're still at 6:03. Kick is up, and it is good. So, just what we would expect, a tight game between arch rivals here. 6:03 to go in the half, and it is 14-all between Riverton and Lander Valley. We'll be right back after these messages on KTAK.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Are you a caring person that wants to help?
Okay, we've got some camera difficulties at the moment, so we are going to stay here, but we are also going to call it kind of radio style. I'm trying to figure the camera out, so if you see me, I do apologize. So we're trying to get it all squared away for you. So let's see if that can do something. Okay, there. I think we're all right here. At least we're going to pretend we are, Connor. So there we go. We think we've got our technical difficulties squared away for those watching. And we are looking at a 2nd and 10 after no gain on a play by Riverton. Sorry, didn't get to see that game very well. We're trying to muddle through some technical issues. But DeVries is going to come out in the gun. He's by himself with 5 wide, by himself in the backfield. He is forced via pressure, and he's going to have to take off. And he's got close to a first down, actually. Well done. I think they're going to give him the spot of the first down, or right at it. Let's see how close it is. They are going to signal first down, so good job by Derek to make something out of nothing, Jay.
Yes, sir. He was going left and right. He had them defenders confused, and then all he had to do was go straight forward. And he made it happen on his own.
Absolutely. So we are 14-14 off, 4:39 now in the half. DeVries with it. He's got one man in the backfield with him, but 4 wide, 2 on each side. DeVries surveys the defense, claps for the snap. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get sacked. I'm not sure that was designed to be a keep. He faked it to Braden Vincent, and they didn't. Lander Valley's defensive line didn't buy the fake at all.
No, they did not. They were on that quarterback. They got tired of him running on him.
So here we go, 4:05 and counting. Riverton in seemingly no hurry as we go now under 4 minutes to go. But coming out in the gun, 2nd and 13 after the sack there. 2 wide right, 2 wide left, one with him in the backfield. DeVries surveying the defense. He's going to get the snap. He's going to fade back, looking to throw. He's forced to abandon that and take off running by number 37. And, boy, he's got some room. First down, Derek DeVries. 37, that being Matisse Weaver, the kicker, and the linebacker, right on his tail. Also a running back, but DeVries able to juke his way through and keep his feet underneath him to get the first down at the 42-yard line of Riverton.
Yeah, he was able to keep moving. It seems to me like the quarterback's the one who's got all the rushing yards right now.
It does seem that way. 3 minutes and 20 seconds and counting as the Go Big Red chant starts up from the gun. 4 wide, 2 left, 2 right. One man going in motion. They're going to pitch it to him. He's going to try and cut up off tackle, and he's going to gain nothing. That being, I do believe that is Ty Sheets. He's going to gain. They're not going to give him anything. So really no gain at all. They're still at the 42-yard line of Riverton, trying to get in scoring position as we now tick under 2:47, 2:46. Taking a long time in the huddle, seemingly in no hurry. The offense breaks the huddle for Riverton in this 14-14 deadlock. 3 on his right, 1 on his left out wide, and 1 running back there in the backfield with him. DeVries gets the snap. He's going to look to go. He's going deep, and he comes back for the catch.
Nice catch. That was a beautiful catch.
Nice catch by Hutchinson, making his presence felt today. Of course, he with the touchdown earlier in the game. 2:25 to go. It will be a first down for Riverton from the Lander Valley 37.
That was a beautiful throw and catch right there. I love how the receiver seen the ball and played the ball. He didn't let that defender stop him at all.
Stopped and came back for it out of the gun still. 2 wide, 2 left and wide right. DeVries going to fake the handoff, and now he's being flushed. He's going to leave the pocket. He's got running room 30 to the 25, all the way down to the 20-yard line of Lander Valley is DeVries.
This quarterback has got some wheels. He can move. He's keeping his head up. I like how he's running the ball right now.
17-yard gain by Derek DeVries. The junior quarterback will set up 1st and 10 from the 20. We have a timeout on the field with 2:01 in the half. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School football. Again, if you're a Lander Valley fan and you want to hear the voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, Ernie Over, and he's joined by Sean O'Bray, you can tune on over to KFCW. Not only you're home to rock and roll here in Fremont County and classic rock, but also you're home to Ernie Over and the Lander Valley Tigers athletics. We suddenly got a huge – this feels like football weather.
Yes.
Friday night was chilly too, but it's cloudy, and cloudy and rain is not – I've only been here since November, but that may be the most rain I've ever seen in Riverton since I've been here combined.
Yeah, right.
So not something we're used to, but now beautiful sunset going on. DeVries coming out with 3 wide to his right and 1 to his left. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be complete to Vincent. Vincent at the 10, the 5, and excuse me, I think that's Ty Sheets. Actually, it is Ty Sheets. The 2 and the 3. They're going to say Ty Sheets is out at the 1 with 1:54 to go in the first quarter. Where has this Riverton Wolverine offense suddenly came from?
I don't know, but they are moving the ball forward every chance they get. Getting first down.
Indeed. First and goal from the 1. 1:54 to go. Ty did try and jump for it, tried to reach out with it, and was just ruled just short. So realistically, folks, this is looking forward to have, I do believe, yes, this, if they score here any points at all, it will be the most they've had in a game, and they've had this just in a half. 1:54, handoff is going to be red. You knew they had to do it. You know, Lander Valley knew they had to do it. You had to at least go once up the middle, and that is exactly what they did, and they lost yardage on it, losing almost 2 yards, so it'll be second and goal from the 3.
Yeah, Lander Valley, they guessed right on that one. They knew he was going to go right up the middle, so they stacked up right in the middle and pushed him back.
DeVries gets the play call. They're in no hurry right now as we see 80 seconds left in the half. They don't want to give Lander Valley any time on that clock or as little time as they can. But the most important part is get 6 here and get that PAT team on the field. From the gun now, DeVries is going to take it. He's going to look over the middle. Incomplete. He had a man, and Lander Valley got cut from him. I think it was a drop. I think it just threw his concentration off. But this will set up third and goal from the 3. And kind of curious down here so far in the first 2 plays, we haven't seen what really got them to this point. And that is DeVries running the ball and improvising and being creative. So let's see if there's a run-pass option in the books here. DeVries trots back over from the sideline with the play call in hand.
I believe the quarterback he's saving them legs. He doesn't want to get too tired too soon. He's got a whole nother half to play.
Breaking the huddle, 2 wide right, 2 wide left, 1 running back there with him. DeVries gets the snap, and he's going to roll to his left. He cuts up the middle, touchdown, Wolverines. DeVries, as if he heard us up here, went to his left, saw a hole, and ran to the middle with 53 seconds left and gives the Wolverines the lead, 20-14, extra point pending.
That was a beautiful run. Like I said, that quarterback is doing it all with his legs. He's put the ball in the air a couple times, and they've caught it every time. And then Lander is confused right now. They don't know if he's running or throwing.
So far, not what we expected as far as the extra point. Up and good. 21-14 with 50. Oh, I'm trying to see around a goalpost. I do believe 58 seconds. So Riverton, each team answering the other. We'll be right back with the final 58 seconds of the half here on KTAK.
Sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming.
And we're back here on KTAK with coverage of Riverton High School football. 58 seconds to go in the first half between Riverton and Lander Valley. Riverton retakes the lead 21-0. So far, 1 punt in the game, and that was on Friday night. And this time they are going to kick it deep, and it's going to be fielded by number 27 at the 4. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. 25-30, 35-40, 50, 45-40, 30. 25-20, 15-10. He's going to return it 96 yards for a score.
And that is exactly why they pushed
No flags on the field. Now we know why they kicked it earlier. I was kind of wondering. Flag?
Yep.
There is a flag, and it is down around the 30-ish?
Yep.
It's down around the Riverton 30. I can't imagine what it'd be. He was off to the races at that point. There's a guy hanging his head. Was that a absolutely pointless block in the back, potentially? Let's see here, because they are not lining up for an extra point.
And it is against Lander.
It is a block in the back. Take the score off. And, Jay, you know Lander Valley's got to be hitting themselves because there was absolutely no need for it.
There was no need for that.
At that point, he was gone.
Yeah.
He was gone, and you never want to see as a coach. I'm sure you haven't coached some at Wind River as an assistant, I do believe.
Yes, sir.
And but when it wasn't needed, like a hold way behind the play, and then a scoring play at that.
Yeah, it is very frustrating.
So there's 44 seconds left after that. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lander Valley from the Riverton 40. Still good field position. They scored in about 35 seconds last time. Stauffenberger's in the gun. He's got 3 wide, 2 on his left, 1 on his right. He takes a snap, looking to set up the screen. He throws it to the guy who returned the kick, and he is tracked down after only a gain of 5. First downs matter less here.
Yes.
Second and 5 from the 5, and we've got 28 seconds. I do not know why we're not seeing some timeouts used. They've still got 2, but they do have Matisse Weaver. They're trying to get in. Off the snap out of the gun, rolling and throwing long is Stauffenberg, and that may be bad. Flag in the backfield, looks exactly as he was being chased. After he was being chased.
It's a holding call.
It is going to be a holding call. I'm sorry, we're having to fiddle with our camera still yet some more, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for that. I'm trying, Connor, to figure out what is going on here. I can't exactly figure it out, but we're just going to have to go with it like it is. And I'm going to try and keep an eye on it. So we have holding against Lander Valley deep in their backfield, and that's going to set them up at a 2nd and about 17 with 16.4 seconds left. So they've done everything right and then everything wrong on this drive.
Yes, they have.
The kickoff return that was brought back for blocking back. Stauffenberger under pressure. Under pressure. He's going to sling it and get it up to about the 38-yard line. And do they dare kick it here? They've got not home. I'm trying to see, ladies and gentlemen, around several things. 9.8 seconds to go in the half, and we are going to have a timeout on the field by Lander Valley. We'll be right back here on KTAK. Score 21-14, the Wolverines.
In our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine, and Adina Vasco, and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton football. Wolverines leading 21-14, 9.8 seconds left in the game. Probably time for one more play to get it within range for Matisse Weaver.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're going to have to put the ball in the air, though. It seems like it's been 9.8 for the last 4 plays.
Yeah, it does, because now we have coaches, the ref going to talk to the coach. Stauffenberger is lined up in the gun. He's ready to go. There's no flag. I'm at a loss for what is going on here. We do apologize about having a wobbly camera on our live stream feed. Yours truly left the tripod in Rawlins, and it was brought back. It's supposed to be at this game, thanks to Cyril Stauffenberg for bringing that to us. We've just got to hunt him down to get it, or attempt to find it here real quick. We're operating on a tripod that is a backup, and there's a reason it's a backup. Okay, 3 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. Stauffenberg on 3rd and long. He's going to hand it off, and he's going to get eaten alive, and quickly a timeout on the field. We'll take this quick timeout with him with 6.9 seconds left, 21-14, Riverton.
Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
All right, thank you, Buckle Up for Life, one of our main sponsors here in Wyoming DOT. It's going to be 4th down, and I'm kind of curious, will Weaver attempt with 5.9 seconds left what would be a 37-47, about a 54-yarder. Lander Valley coach all the way out in the field chatting with the ref. Anderson started to walk over towards them to try and figure out what is going on here. This is certainly unique. I'm guessing possibly setting up a field goal attempt here. It is 4th down and 6. Ball spot at 37. Riverton and Lander have traded punches since picking up this game, with each team answering the other. And they are going to attempt the 54-yarder on the leg of Matisse Weaver. Riverton not necessarily buying it, with some guys back a little bit. With 5.9. Weaver signals he's ready. And, a flag for false start on Lander Valley. Absolute killer. So I don't know. I'm not sure we're going to see the 59-yard attempt, but we might. Nope, Stauffenberg coming back on the field. And it looks like this may be Hail Mary time.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. That would have been a big leg from where they were at.
So as far as timeouts going, Lander only with 1. Riverton still has 2. I would imagine they will see the formation here and call that timeout as they were on the field ready for a potential field goal attempt. And now we're looking at a Hail Mary attempt. Now this all benefits Riverton unless they don't bat the ball down, as they say.
Yes.
All right, from the gun, he's got 4 wide, 2 on each side, 1 running back, Pasquinelli back there with him. And like we said, timeout, Coach Anderson. We'll take it with him and be right back for the last 5.9 seconds here on KTAK. And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School football. You are listening to 93.9 Wyoming's Big Country here on KTAK. You're also watching it on YouTube on Wyo Today Media's YouTube page. This is Kevin Shields, joined by Jay Collins of local GMC fame.
Yes.
And Connor Shields on the camera. He can't say anything now, so if you want to, wave hi to him from down in the seats, feel free to. He's joining us to help out on the camera tonight. Reminder that next week it will be Riverton hosting Douglas in the last home game of the year.
Wow.
So followed by going to Buffalo and away at Worland. So coming out in the gun is Stauffenberg. Crowd getting into it, stomping on the bleachers. 2 wide right, 2 wide left. Stauffenberg going to Hail Mary, most likely 5.9, or a quick pass. Nope, he's rolling to his left. He's going to throw it all the way. It's going to be a little bit short and falls harmlessly incomplete. So after the first half, it is Lander Valley 14. Your Riverton Wolverines 21. We'll be right back with the Central Wyoming College halftime show after these messages.
Therapy month.
It's physical 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 therapy month.
October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like AP better.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program. Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
And welcome back to Riverton and Lander Valley here at Riverton High School. At the half, it is 21-14, your Wolverines. The best offensive performance they've had in a game, and they had it in a half so far. Hopefully that continues, Jay, as they are looking for what would be at least considered a bit of an upset here.
Yeah, I'm surprised that this is the best they've played all year. I mean, they're playing like they know exactly what they're doing, when they need to do it, and how to do it.
Well, it seems Hutchinson is back in to his normal play, and he's looking very good today. Of course, having one of the touchdowns today.
Yes.
And for Nathan Hutchinson, senior wide receiver, 88, he hasn't been playing as much. Don't know if that's due to an injury or not. We know he wasn't 100%, or so we were told. A reminder that our halftime show is brought to you by Central Wyoming College. For information on their wide range of courses and programs, including their 4-year bachelor's degree programs, visit cwc.edu. Central Wyoming College, make your way out here. So what we have seen Friday night, Riverton scores.
Yeah.
Lander immediately, well, that's a relative term, 3 days later, answers that. Yep. And you do wonder, is this going to take the momentum from Riverton? Riverton able to bounce back, though, to answer that, and then Lander able to answer that on the short field, and then Riverton able to score. Lander that close. And for everybody, I realize you can't see me. I'm holding my fingers just about half-inch apart, that close to getting a 96-yard kickoff return that was called back due to a pointless block in the back.
Yes, it was. And, I mean, very pointless. There was no reason for that to even happen. He was past everybody. There was no one going to catch him. That was 6 all day long.
And then as if to say, hold my soda, they get within Matisse Weaver, the leg in Fremont County. He's ready to kick a 54-yard field goal, or at least attempt one, and they get a false start.
Yeah.
And they have to settle for a Hail Mary. Stauffenberg got a good arm, not good enough to go 60-plus yards in the air and get it there, but it was batted down by 3 Riverton defenders. So we are going to take a moment here and let you enjoy the sounds of the Riverton Wolverine Marching Band here on KTAK. I said we were going to listen to the marching band, and they so far have not begun to play. And as soon as I say that, so listen in to the Riverton Wolverine High School Marching Band. And special thanks, as we get the volumes back right again, special thanks to the Riverton High School Marching Wolverines and their tribute show to the classical rock band Journey. A reminder that this is wrapping up our halftime show. We'll be right back with the second half. Our halftime show was brought to you by Central Wyoming College. For information on their wide range of courses and programs, including their 4-year bachelor's degree programs, visit cwc.edu. Central Wyoming College, make your way out here. We'll be right back with the start of the third quarter between Riverton and Lander Valley. Riverton Wolverines 21 currently, Lander Valley 14. We'll be right back on 93.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your...
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine athletics. We are starting the third quarter here. Riverton Wolverines 21, Lander Valley 14. Riverton, who received the opening kickoff on Friday, is now going to be kicking off, and he's coming over. The kicker is to switch balls, it looks like here. Of course, that kicker being Hunter Saltzgaver, the freshman. And now everybody's running off the field, so I guess we're not ready to start yet. As such, we will be right back on KTA.
Service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our two campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Okay, and we are ready for the kickoff. We've got to get the cameraman in his situation so he can follow the actual ball being kicked off. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Saltzgaver there, and that means they will take it over on the 35. Probably something they'd wish they'd done before that huge kickoff return earlier, but it wound up not mattering.
I understand why they did that the first time with that pooch kick now. The Lander's got a receiver that can move. He jukes on a dime, and I mean, he's got people looking kind of silly.
So, Lander looking to answer as we start the third quarter. Riverton out. Riverton is going to be going left to right on your radio dial, right to left for Lander and the Stauffenberg-led offense. Lander breaks the huddle, setting up in the single aisle with one wide on both sides. Stauffenberg under center takes the snap, going to give it to Pasquinelli, and he is tripped up for a potential. They're going to say no gain, almost a loss there for him.
Yeah, that was a beautiful tackle. He seen the ball and went after it. I like that.
Absolutely. Stauffenberg now 11:39 to go in the third quarter. Stauffenberg going to come out in the gun. This time he's got a tight end who's standing, but really only two true wideouts, one on right, one on left. From the gun, he's going to take it, and he's going to look to his far right, has a guy wide open. Unfortunately, he had to go down to a knee to catch that, and that was number 2, Evan Stevenson, who will be short of the first down, though, because of having to go to that knee. It will set up a third and one here from the Riverton 43.5. Having to get to the 45, so we'll call it a long one, actually. See what they do here. My bet would be on Pasquinelli getting the ball, but who knows? Stauffenberg's going to come out. He's going out of the gun. No, quickly gets up underneath the center from the single eye. And everybody on Riverton got drawn off sides.
Yes.
Everybody on the defensive line encroached there.
Wow, that's crazy.
So that's either going to be, and that is all against Riverton. I was like, is either that or the fake snap count, or the fake snap would have been about the only thing that drew him. But everybody jumped on the line, so it quickly puts the ball at about the 43.5, I do believe. No, excuse me, going the wrong way. At the 48.5. 5-yard penalty does give Lander Valley a first down right short of the 49 with 10:35 to go in the third quarter. Lander trailing Riverton by 7. Stauffenberg now with 2 wide on the left, 1 wide on the right. Out of the gun, he's going to take it, hands to Pasquinelli, and he's got a hole right up the middle before he is absolutely drilled, but not before he gets about 9.5 yards.
And that was a good run. I love how that Riverton defense, though, they finally stepped up, and that kid that hit him hard.
He's down they're going to mark him at the Riverton 42, so it'll set up 2nd and 1. Stauffenberg now going out of the gun. Is this where they take a deep shot?
I would think
2
so.
wide on both sides. Nope, they're going to hand it to Pasquinelli. He's going to easily get the first down and traverse his way all the way down to the Riverton 38 for a 1st and 10 with 9:48 to go in the third.
I would like to see Lander go to the air a little more. Seems like they're relying on their running back a little too much, and eventually it's gonna bite them.
Well, until they can stop it, as they say. Pasquinelli known to wear defenses out, and they do go deep at the tailback position when needed. When the call arises, Stauffenberger now out of the single eye. He's got 2 wide on his right, 1 wide on his left. Pasquinelli in the backfield. Everybody jumps for Riverton. It does cost 71 to move, but I'm guessing they're going to call that being forced due to a second encroachment. But let's see here. They're going to call the dead ball. Yep, encroachment on Riverton. Riverton trying to anticipate every single snap count here, and right now they're missing.
Yes, they are. They're missing big.
Giving up free yardage. So from 1st and 10 to 1st and 5 from the 33-yard line of Riverton is Lander Valley trying to answer back and tie this game up.
And they are doing it on the backs of Riverton, just jumping. They're not really moving the ball. Riverton is just giving them yards.
Stauffenberg out of the gun, 3 wide. He's going to keep it. He's going to go up the middle, and he's going to get stuck at the 32-yard line. They're going to give him the 31, but he got absolutely speared by the Riverton defender there.
Yeah, that defender put him on his back. He said, "You're not going nowhere," and he meant it.
So that will set up they're going to say he did get the line of, he did get back to the line of scrimmage. They're actually going to give him 2 yards, which is about right. So 2nd and 3 from the 31. Stauffenberger, single eye, 2 wide on the right, 1 on the left. He's going to hand it to Pasquinelli, and Pasquinelli's just hard to bring down. He's going to reach the 26.5-yard line of Riverton with 8:33 to play in the third quarter.
I like the way the Lander running back is moving his feet. He does juke a lot. He dances around defenders, and I like that.
All right, Stauffenberg getting the play from the sideline. He's going to operate with 4 wide receivers, 2 wide on the right, 2 wide on the left. 1 person in the backfield with him, that being Pasquinelli, and he is going to come up into the gun. Pasquinelli now shades him on his left. The snap to Stauffenberg. He hands it off to Pasquinelli, and he's got the 24-23 down to close to the 20. I think they're going to give him right about the 21, and they do. So on first down there, it was one heck of a gain, and it will set up 2nd down and about 4 to go, quickly breaking not even really huddling, quickly breaking into position. 3 wide now for Stauffenberg and the Lander Valley Tiger offense. He's got 2 wide right, 1 down low by himself in single coverage. 1 back in the single eye. Stauffenberg with the fake. He rolls right, throws it easily completed. And I'm trying to lay a number on here without a glare. I can't see the number at all. So that looks to be like 27. If that is 27, that's Gabe Harris. That would make sense. Quickly back up the line. 1st and 10 from the 10. It's actually 1st and goal now after the first down there on the completion to Harris, and that was an easy pitch and catch from the gun. 2 wide on his left, 1 wide on his right. Stauffenberger's going to run a little spread option there, was hanging on to the ball as he ran with Pasquinelli, and Pasquinelli got absolutely drilled at the 10-yard line for no gain. That's an interesting look. Had not seen that this game yet by Lander Valley, using a little bit of spread option where Stauffenberger could pull the ball out late. 7:10 to go, second and goal from the 10 is Lander Valley. Riverton clinging to a 7-point lead here in the third quarter in day number 2 of this game that started on Friday. Stauffenberger from the gun, man goes in motion. He's going to throw it over the middle, wide open touchdown.
Yeah.
You don't get more wide open than that.
That was a beautifully designed play. Riverton, they bit definitely on both play fakes, and that's why that guy was so wide open.
That completion, I do believe, was to Matisse Weaver for the touchdown. It looked like he came out from catching the touchdown, then walked right to kick the extra point. So it is 21-20 with 6:51 to go in the game. The extra point is up and good. So we are now all tied up. 21-21. Midway through the third quarter, about midway through the third quarter here in this arch rival and homecoming game for Riverton. We will be right back with more coverage.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine and Adina Vasco and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do. Buckle up for life, Wyoming. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
And we're back here on KTAK. We are tied up with 6:51 to go in the third quarter. Lander Valley answering. So far it's been a game of each team answering each other every time, it seems. Kickoff by Weaver is probably going to go way out the back of the end zone. Well, no, it just reached the bottom of the R this time. So he's just not kicking it far enough. Boy has a leg.
Yes, he does.
A monster leg. So it's up 1st and 10 from the 20. DeVries and offensive company already having their best offensive outing of the year in a game of weird circumstances, with it being played on 2 days. Able to score in their opening drive on Friday night. Got answered on Monday, and then answered right back and went into half 21-14. All knotted up now. DeVries out of the gun with 4 wide, 2 on each side. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to sling it out to 14, and that is going to be a completion. Nice pitch and catch there with Nick McIntosh. First time I've called his name tonight. He gained the 26-yard line, so a gain of 6 on first down will set up 2nd and 4 for Riverton. They're looking to answer again. How many times are they going to be called upon, though? The defense has got to get a stop at some point. If Riverton's able to answer, the offense doing so well, they're going to have to continue. 4 wide again. DeVries takes the snap. He's going to hand off, and it's eaten alive at the 25 for a loss of 1 to make it 3rd and 5.
Yeah, he got swallowed up there.
Braden Vincent eaten alive, and he has come up gimpy. He is limping back to the back, and he is going to see Dominic Payne come in and say, come on, come over here and let the trainers take a look. Of course, that trainer being Paige Nolan.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to risk any injuries. These kids are young. You want to keep them safe. They got a whole bunch of football left to play.
Riverton not having had a whole lot of success running up the middle except on delays and draws. Now DeVries is going with 4 wide, same formation. He's going to step back in the pocket. He's throwing over the middle. Almost picked off.
Yes.
Almost picked off by number 11. Nope, that'd be number 10. That'd be Stauffenberg. Sorry, folks. I'm looking through panes of glass and glares, and they turn the lights on here in here, so seeing is rather difficult for me. I'm trying to sneak over behind my son and see over his shoulder a little bit. So 3 and out for Riverton after the first down was a gain of 6, then lost a yard, and then a near disastrous interception. DeVries will set up the punt with 5:31 to go, and we have whistles all over the field. It's a false start, so when it rains, it pours, Jay.
Yes, it does. Riverton needs to get their heads back in the game. Second half, that break must have had them thinking about something else. We need them to get back in the game so we can pull this one out.
False start is the call, so it will back that all the way up to the original line of scrimmage, the 20-yard line of Riverton. So on 4th and 10, DeVries going to stand about his own 6 or 7 and punt the ball away. Returner is standing. I'm trying to lay eyes on the number. Cannot do so, but the returner is standing at the Lander Valley 47, so they need a good one out of Derek DeVries. Snap is clean, catch is good. Low punt, hopefully it'll get a nice bounce. It does, and it goes out of bounds right about where that returner was standing, but he was in the middle of the field. So it will be 1st and 10 for Lander Valley with their chance for a lead here at Riverton High School with 5:24 to go in the third. Apologize to Pepsi Cola there. We had to come right back as Lander Valley continuing to work in this hurry up that they have in the second half. Hand off to Pasquinelli, and he's got some running room. He's at the 50, and he's going to be taken down after a gain of, I can't believe they're going to give him 5 as he got stood up at the 50, but they will give him 5 there, which will set up 2nd and 5 from right at the 50. They're just past the 50 is what they gave him, but he got stood up like a wall there. But this is what Lander Valley we've seen the second half. Pasquinelli has started to wear down Riverton as they creep up in the safeties in the defensive backfield. We see them start to look at the pass. Shotgun for Stauffenberger. He's got 2 backs with him. He signals over towards the sideline. And the snap, he's going to hand to Pasquinelli again, who's going to gain right to the 50 and get stood up. I think he gained about 6 inches there. It looked like he was going to get a whole lot more, but the hole closed off the right tackle, quickly with 4:25 to play in the third quarter. 21-21 in this. They need a good name for this, Jay. Like Georgia Tech, where I'm from, a Georgia grad, it's called Clean Old-Fashioned Hate. You know, the Iron Bowl, Alabama and Auburn.
Yep. And I believe they got a name for it.
I'm pretty sure they do. I just do not know it off the top of my head.
Yeah.
We will call it the Battle of Fremont, though, and Riverton's trying to pull out an upset. From the gun, throwing a screen pass. Riverton's all over it, and they swallow it up for a loss of about 4.5 yards on 3rd down. So the defense, with its backs against the wall, having this time to get a stop, to not give up the tie right now, and to stay knotted up, does so, and quickly getting Lander Valley off the field. So both defenses performing well on those past 2 series.
Yes. Riverton definitely read that. The quarterback tried to throw it into the flats, and they weren't going to have that. There was 3 people there ready to swallow that dude up.
3:20 to go in the third quarter. Lander Valley looking to punt. Returner for Riverton is standing at his own 15. Snap is good, clean, and the punt is almost blocked. It's high, it's far. It's going to be down inside the 5-yard line, inside the 4-yard line, around the 2.5 yard line. Beautiful punt by guess who? Matisse Weaver.
Yeah, and the big-legged Lander.
Big-time colleges, nothing against the smaller schools that have been looking at him, and Wyoming, I'm sure, is looking at him and whatnot, but big-time schools, here's your guy. He can punt for you. He can punt for distance. He can down it inside the 5, and he's got leg for days on kickoffs and field goals.
Yes, he does. I mean, legs for days. He's got a big, big leg.
He is a weapon, and the reason why I do not want to see this be a game that's within 3 points at the end if Riverton has the lead.
Yeah.
I don't want to chance that one.
Yeah, totally understand, because I think he would have made that 54-yarder, that's for sure.
So in the shadow of their own goalposts, out of the single I formation, is Riverton, and we are going to have something. Timeout, or we are going to have a timeout by Riverton. We will take it with them. We'll be right back. We're tied 21-21 with they've moved it to the commercial clock.
It's Physical Therapy Month.
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 October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like April better.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. 2288.
And we're back. DeVries now out of the gun with 5 wide in his own end zone. Takes a snap. Throws it high enough, gets rid of it complete, but for a loss of yards. That was dangerous on so many levels, Jay.
Yeah, you seen me, my head was down, eyes were closed. I seen him going towards that sideline.
Goes far out wide with it, lofts it up, and it was dangerous. Luckily, it was right to his guy, but unfortunately, coverage was tight, and they were able to throw him for a loss. Actually, they're going to give him a yard. Our angle is bad. So still 2nd and 9. A whole lot of risk for not a lot of reward there. Yeah. You would thought maybe Dominic Payne up the middle a little bit, maybe to give him some room. But DeVries, 5 wide again. He's going to take it. He's going to throw it outside. He has a man wide open at about the 9. He's able to break free and get to the 11, I do believe, where they're going to spot him.
That was a nice little move.
That being Nick McIntosh, nicely done to fight for the extra yards. And even in the face of their own end zone, after a first down play only going for 1 yard, Riverton is going to be looking at a 3rd and 1 here, Jay.
That's nice. I was not expecting that. I didn't think they were going to get out of the end zone that quick.
Minute 41 to go and counting in this 3rd quarter. Riverton going to come out still going with the 5 wide. Why not?
I wouldn't.
Spreading out the Lander Valley Tigers. Ty Sheets going in motion. He's always dangerous on the end around, trying to figure out what they're running. DeVries is going to keep it, and he's going to get drugged down short. They got him just barely, but they did get him.
Yeah, that was a shoestring tackle for sure. That's the first time they've actually been able to hit him right at the line.
Oh, whoa, really? So they're going to say he got just enough to move the chains.
Home field advantage.
Didn't look like he had it.
No.
But they're going to give, well, we must have been looking at the wrong yard line then, because they gave it to him and then some. Looked like he was hit right away. Evidently snuck free in this angle we're looking at. DeVries now 5 wide again, and he's going to be flushed, and he's in trouble. But he's able to break free and get some positive yardage out of it. Yes, not just positive yards, but a gain of 5.5.
He stops, goes. He's got people
starting to feel a little more comfortable in the pocket and where things are going to go. This is definitely a different Derek DeVries and definitely different players than we saw earlier in the season. They have started to meld together, and they've gotten a little bit better each week. Now, their competition's been very fierce at times, but winning against Rollins a lot of people in the community were like, that's one that, that's going to be a tightly matched game, and it was. Lander Valley coming in, here's the favor as we go under 20 seconds in the third quarter, all tied up at 21. 5 wide, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. DeVries drops the snap, picks it up, and he's trying to get away. He may indeed get away. Man. He does get away. Look at him go at the 30 to the 33. Oh, I cannot believe it, ladies and gentlemen. Derek DeVries able to turn off yard after yard, not wanting to be denied after a snap that he wasn't ready for. Fell to the ground. Lander Valley's all over him, and he gains the first down in about 13 yards to boot.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
So we will go to the fourth quarter. 21-21. Riverton trying to lay their stake to the best 11-man team in Fremont County. We'll be right back with the final 12 minutes.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
All right, welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Wolverine football. Setting the stage, 12 minutes ago, knotted up 21-21. DeVries in the gun, 4 wide, 2 on each side. He's going to roll to his right after the snap, and he's going to rush forward for about 4.5. That still during the timeout, me and Jay just marveling at the run by DeVries on a bad snap. Everything that coach is saying comes back to your memory of fall on it. And he just picked it up and was able to knife his way not just back to the line of scrimmage, not just to a small gain, but a momentum-shifting first down.
Yes, it was.
In a tie ball game, setting up 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard scramble by DeVries. He's coming out 4 wide again, 2 on each side, 1 back in the backfield with him. DeVries looking to lead this team down the field. He's going to wind up throwing, and he's going to throw just a little bit outside to Nate Hutchinson, just missing him, little bit out of his reach. And now, while 2nd and 6 looks good, 3rd and 6 is tough.
Yeah, that's starting to get a little scary now. He had a guy running up the sideline here that he probably should have tried to hit.
So DeVries now has the play and is going to look to try and move the chains at 11:07 left in the 4th. Every possession, every snap is large, ladies and gentlemen. This is a game that Fremont County desperately wants to get and would love to have for the next 364 days until it happens again. DeVries in the gun. He's going to send a man in motion. He's going to go towards the motion guy. He has nothing there. He reaches out. It's going to be close. Nope, they're going to mark him 1.5 yards short. They did not give him the reach. So you expect now would be a punt situation, but what does Coach Anderson think? It doesn't matter what we think. 4th and 1. 1 yard with 10:42. I would anticipate you got a punt, but I wouldn't think you'd huddle this long to punt. 4th and 1 from your own 48, and they're at least going to try and draw him off sides. DeVries coming in the line, 4 wide, 2 wide right, 2 wide left, and they got him! They did it! DeVries and the offense, the snap count got, we said Riverton earlier, the entire Lander Valley line fell for it. So that will be encroachment on Lander Valley, more than enough, 4 yards more than enough, and it will be first down for Riverton.
They sure did. They all jumped. The whole line did.
The entire defensive line jumped on that, and you saw the fist pump from DeVries. He knew he got him, and exciting to do there on 4th and 1. We will never know, and I don't know, Coach Anderson would tell us, I know I wouldn't, if they were actually going to snap that ball.
It looked like they might have just been lining up to draw them off, but
you'd think. So now with a fresh set of downs from their own 49, Riverton with new life here after a wonderful snap count drawing the offsides. 4 wide, DeVries gets the snap, he rolls right, and and it's caught.
He caught it.
Did he catch it? No, he couldn't have.
Okay.
No, they're going to signal no. I couldn't see the ball from over there. I could tell it was almost picked, though.
Yeah.
That was a little bit too telegraphed out of Derek. Calm down, young man. You're doing well. Calm down, play within yourself. 9:38 to go in the ball game, or in regulation. I guess we better start saying it that way right now as it's tied. So from the 49 is Riverton. 5 wide. DeVries has 3 on his left, 2 wide on his right. Takes the snap, steps into the pocket. He's going to have to take off. We're going to have a hold of some sort, and we've got an injury on the field potentially. No, it looked like he grabbed his knee, but I'm guessing that's in the vicinity of holding or blocking the back or something of that nature. And unfortunately, Derek DeVries has come up, and he is hobbled. After a nice run of would have made it about 3rd and 3, but this one's going to go against Riverton. Derek definitely with a hitch in his giddy-up, as they would say where I'm from. And we've got a penalty. It's going to be 10 yards. It's a hold against Riverton. And from first down to first and 10 after that great snap to second, and it was about 10 at the time, to second and a country mile, to be specific. Second down and about 24-ish yards to go, about 24, 25 to go. But they got it on 3rd and 37, or 3rd and 27, so let's see. They got 2 downs this time. But all sorts of confusion on the Riverton side, so there will be a timeout on the field by Coach Anderson. We'll take it with him so we can pay some.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program. Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
And we're back. So 2nd and 25 from their own 33 for Riverton. With 9:19 to play in the 4th quarter, tie ball game. DeVries looking deep. There's no one open after the gun snap, so he's going to try and take off, and you might get, that was close to a horse collar, but he didn't go down.
Yes, it was real close to that horse collar, but I like the way DeVries is moving the ball. I think he needs to go ahead and trust his arm, get it to him, because there was a couple people open there, but he's doing phenomenal running.
So now, he was just waiting. They had the 3rd and 25 earlier.
Okay.
They want to have the 3rd and 25 here. That's what it is.
Okay.
They're looking to call that play again.
Okay.
Actually, I have no idea, but it will be Third and about 18. Nice gain by him there on the scramble. Sets it up, make it a little more manageable, if you can call it that. Are they looking for the halfback pass? Derek DeVries looking to caught! It's caught!
Good.
Riverton on the halfback pass. That caught me off guard. I thought it was just going to be a toss sweep kind of end around.
That was
out of the
beautiful.
gun. A toss sweep. Everybody up here in the box is trying to lay eyes on who did that because you save those for situations like that, and got a huge first down all the way down to the 32 of Lander. And here's the things, ladies and gentlemen. Lander Valley didn't bite. It wasn't open. It was well covered. It was well thrown, and more importantly by the receiver. Stopped, came back a little bit for it, and just muscled his way through there to get the ball. So DeVries now with new life. Now they've converted 2 3rd and 25s on the game.
Yeah, like you said. They were just waiting for third down.
From the gun with 4 wide, DeVries takes it. He's looking to throw. He's going to be forced to the weak side, and he's going to get slung out of bounds for a loss on the play and a sack with 8:24 and counting to go in the game.
I feel like he needs to go ahead and trust that arm. And if it's not there, I mean, you can always throw it away. You're not taking a sack, though. Can't take a sack.
Can't take the sack.
Not right now. It's last quarter.
Fourth quarter, 2nd and 12 from the 34-yard of Riverton. Again, Riverton pull out all the stops with trick play that worked. I won't say to perfection because it didn't trick anybody. It was just well executed as far as getting the ball to the receiver. From the gun is DeVries. DeVries, low snap. He picks it up. He's going over the middle. Almost intercepted again. Double coverage there, and the linebacker laying on the ground. That's Stauffenberg, actually, the safety and quarterback hitting the ground because he knows he had the beat on that one.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, that one probably should have been picked. Needed to be a little bit higher, a little bit further to try and lead the receiver for the potential touchdown. So here we go again. 3rd down, which all season has been a bit of a bugaboo for Riverton. But today, although this is only half the distance that on the 3rd and 25s that we've seen converted, it'll be 3rd and 12. DeVries looking to keep this drive going. Of course, they may be in no man's land, too. I don't know if you punt from here with 8:05 to play in the game. DeVries fading back. He doesn't see the guy coming at him, but he gets it complete. He's going to try and break a tackle, and he's going to be slammed to the ground, so he's going to be short of the first. I do believe it's going to be close with forward progress. It's going to be really close with forward progress here with 7:50 to go. 21-21. They are going to spot the ball as a 4th down, and it is right there. We may get a measurement. I haven't seen one of those all season. Nope, we're not going to get a measurement. We just don't measure here. So you're talking about 4th and a couple feet. Great tackle, great throw and completion, great fighting for the yards by the receiver. However, ladies and gentlemen, the Lander Valley, give kudos where kudos are due. He was not giving up that yard. So DeVries coming up under center. Single eye, 4 wide. He's going to keep it. He's going to sneak, and he's easily going to get it by about 2.5, 3 yards. So nicely done. And we can say it all day long. Riverton's driving to try and take the lead over Lander Valley. But this has been a great drive orchestrated by Coach Anderson, minus some execution issues in the fact that it has taken a lot of clock.
Yes, it has. They are holding on to that ball.
Riverton is trying to leave as little as they can. They still have the ball. They got it quite some time ago. I'm sure Ernie on KFCW, he keeps track of all these. With 6 minutes to go, actually we're under 7, 6:52 to go. DeVries and company still with the ball. DeVries out of the gun, 2 wide right, 2 wide left. Man in motion going right to left on the field is Ty Sheets. DeVries with the snap. He's going to get it Braden Vincent. He's going to try and run up the middle, and that up the middle has not been kind except for maybe to make them realize they'll still do it.
Yeah. DeVries, though, he's moving on his feet where he's got all the rushing first downs for the squad.
2nd and 9 from the 20 of Lander Valley. Riverton trying to drive down and take the lead on play 20 of this drive.
Awesome.
Play number 20
Running down the clock, nice.
6:08. They started. The last play was ran about 6:50 left in the quarter was when it started. Man in motion. DeVries out of the gun, 4 wide. He's going to take it. He's going to throw it, and it's just dropped. There's no other way to say it. Hit him in the hands, and it is dropped for Hutchinson. Unfortunately, Hutchinson had a great game today, but did have the earlier unsportsmanlike. We think the unsportsmanlike was on him. We're not 100% sure, so we don't want to slander a kid or anything, or we don't want to throw him under the bus. But he should have had that one, and it's going to set up a 3rd and 9 from the 20. Yeah. DeVries coming in from the sideline. What is Coach Anderson's line of thinking here? Is 4th down a go-for down from inside this area? If so, he doesn't have to get it all here. DeVries is going to have 4 wide, as is his favorite formation, or the one most used. 2 wide left and right. DeVries gets it, rolls slightly to his right, looking to come back. Is able to escape it. He's going to take off. He's going to take a run, but they're going to be bringing that back for holding, most definitely. Took too long, and DeVries wisely kept starting to think about throwing it, but was surrounded, and disaster if he brings that ball out could have occurred. But do we have a face mask? Didn't see one, but it's either that or it's a hold. My money, unfortunately, is on a hold here against Riverton. So we're waiting for it. The ref is coming over to there. It's going to be a face mask. It is indeed a face mask. I didn't see him get. I saw him got a lot of jersey, but we can't really see through the glare here, and arms that far away. But face masks. So you're talking about some nice yardage. It's going to take the ball all the way down to. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 13. And so instead of 3rd and 10, so it was incidental face mask. It's going to be 3rd and about 2 yards. Third and about 2 or 3 to go, which is definitely manageable here, and definitely brings up more of the could be 4th down territory if they don't get it.
Yes.
So let's see here. DeVries with 5 wide, forcing the spread. He has ran out of this formation. Man going in motion, trying to see if it's a zone. It is. It does look like a zone. DeVries is going to keep it and run up the middle. He's down to the 5. He's down to into the end zone. No, they're going to say down at the 1, but there is laundry on the field in the vicinity of a hold. Let's knock on wood, hope for a face mask again, but it's definitely in the area of holding it. We've got.
It looks like it is a hold.
Timeout on the field of some sort.
Him down.
Oh, okay. We do have an injury timeout. Since we do have a player down for Riverton, we're going to take that timeout with them and be right back on KTAK. There is 6:24 to go in the game. No, 5:24 to go in the game.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
That was a beautiful run, though.
Hi.
So 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd and 13 from the 23. Face mask got him close. DeVries was the player hurt. He is up talking with the trainers. He's not sitting down. He's ready to go, but he does have to come out this play. From the gun. Quarterback's going to keep it and look to run. He's got some room.
Oh, yeah, he's moving.
Got some room. First down. Who was it?
Backup quarterback?
Who? Nice done by the backup quarterback. We can't lay an eye on that number, but took off his run all the way, and it's 1st and goal for Riverton at the Lander Valley 7 with 5:19 to go in the game.
Riverton's knocking on the door. Let's see if they can kick it down.
From the gun, he's still in there. He's going to run up the middle. Nicely done. He's trying to muscle his way. He's going to get down to, I think, the 3.
I think you were right. Yeah, I think you are right. That was a beautiful sneak right there. He took the snap. And
Nathan Hutchinson backing up.
Okay.
Parker. And we're going to adjust the camera just a little bit here. Move it just a little. There we go. Oh, we can't. We seemingly can't turn it any further than that, so we're just going to move the whole thing.
Yep.
Out of the gun. Hutchinson's going to take it, go up the middle. He's going to be spotted down about the 2 on 2nd and goal from the 4. So it's going to set up 3rd and goal. But we're 4 minutes and 22 seconds and counting left in this ball game, and we're at probably about play 26.
I was going to say they've held the ball quite a bit, ran a lot of time down.
This has been, now granted, let's not over-exaggerate. They did have a 3rd and 25 that they converted and stuff, which was great. But as far as take the wind out of the sails of the other team, put their backs against the wall, if they score here, this drive has been a work of beauty.
Yeah.
Now DeVries looks to be back in the game. He's going to take it out of the gun. He's going to snap it. He's going to look to cut.
Oh.
Did he reach the ball out?
He fumbled.
Fumble by Derek DeVries. Fumble is the call on the field, I do believe.
Oh, sorry.
So we have an official saying Tiger football. After all the accolades, after moving down the field.
That was one heck of a drive.
And DeVries is coming off to the side, and he is the team is furious at them. That's not DeVries, excuse me. They are not happy with themselves, and there is a player down on the field. So right now we're going to take that timeout with them as we've got another player down on the field.
Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting. Means no forms, no waiting. No
Okay, we are back with 3:47 to go. Lander Valley in basically their own end zone. Ball on the 1-inch line. They're going to try and get it out. Unfortunately, a long, time-consuming drive by Riverton. And you see Derek DeVries come back in after Nate Hutchinson had to back him up and got us down to the 2. and DeVries just trying to fight for yardage and trying to get in that end zone, extending the ball. I've just never been a fan of the extending the ball. It just welcomes it. But Lander Valley in trouble now. On first and goal, they got nothing, just trying to get some breathing room. They gained absolutely nothing. So they're still in their own end zone. They're in a bunch formation, and they're going to have to do something to try and get through here. And they're going to audible out of this with 3:04 and counting to go in the ball in regulation. Swing is to Pasquinelli, and he's going to gain about the 5 or 6. They're going to say the 6. So that will set up, by the yard markers, a huge 3rd and 5 with 2:47 to go in regulation.
Yeah, Lander was trying to get him to jump, trying to get him to jump off sides. But Riverton held the ground.
Well, hopefully, I like to be able to say this, that if they went on 4th down here, which I don't think they would do. We saw a coach do that, though. But if we saw that down here, nobody's jumping because nobody's buying it. So on the play, they're going to hand off to Pasquinelli again. He's going to get the first down and then some.
Wow, he's
going to just muscle his way all the way out to about the 13-yard line, so where it'll be 1st and 10 Lander Lander Valley with 2:17 to go. 1st and 10. A reminder, Riverton took about 25 plus plays to come on down the field and got all the way to the 2 where they fumbled.
Yes.
And lost possession. So you'd love to have a replay there because you do wonder, was he down?
Yeah.
Was he, all that kind of, did cross first, hand off again to not to Pasquinelli this time, to 27 this time, Gabe Harris. And do we have a flag on the field? Or? I don't see, yeah, they're getting together though, so there's definitely a flag right of there. Some sort.
Yeah.
So flag on the field. Jay here believes he saw a face mask. So let's see if they do get. And you see Riverton turn around and starting to march. So it is going to be against Riverton. It is a face mask with 1:57 to go. This will be absolutely heartbreaking if this thing were to end in Lander Valley's favor. Absolutely heartbreaking. So the ball's just going to be at the 25. It will be a first down. Still a long way to go with just under, exactly 117 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Stauffenberg for more of the traditional gun. Pasquinelli, the running back, to his right. He's got 2 wide on his right and 1 wide on his left.
There's a little bit of confusion going on right now. I'm not sure.
Seems to be the ref hasn't whistled it into play. There goes the whistle. Stauffenberg approaching the line, calls out some changes. Running back decided to go to the other side, and he shoved him back. Looking to throw a little screen pass. He does. And boy, does Riverton read it well and is going to stop it for, I'm guessing they're going to give it no gain. He might have lost about 6 inches with 1:43 and counting. They gave him no gain. Lander looking to move in a hurry.
Yes, they are. They're going without a huddle.
2nd and 10. We go under 90 seconds to play in this in regulation. Stauffenberg now, Pasquinelli to his left, 2 wide. He's going to look to throw. Oh, it could have been red.
Hit.
And good big hit. He's going to gain the 30, though, to set up a 3rd and 5. Another big 3rd and 5 as we go under 70 seconds to play in regulation.
That was a big stick right there. He seen his target and went after it.
60 seconds. Stauffenberg calling out the plays. You do wonder here if Lander Valley is going to play a little more conservative here as to not jeopardize where they're at right now. Stauffenberg takes the snap out of the gun. He's rolling right. He's going to have the first down. Oh, and he lays a woodshed.
Whoa.
And who does that go against is the question. He initiated the contact. There is no doubt that Stauffenberg was guilty of initiating the contact, but he was out of bounds, so I do believe. This is a horrible angle for us, folks, because it's on completely the opposite side of the field. So I don't know if they're going to discuss it. if they're going to decide, hey, no harm, no foul because Stauffenberg initiated it. I don't know what they're going to signal, but it's huge either way.
Yes, it is, because he did initiate it.
So we're going to get a personal foul against the defense on a late hit. And
the crowd is not happy
boy,
about that.
I don't necessarily blame him.
No.
If Stauffenberg had been tackled out of bounds or something like that, that's one thing. But he definitely initiated the contact. So I think you just two guys playing an arch rival game, just let it go. But nonetheless, 45.3 seconds left, and now the ball's at the Riverton 49. So, I mean, it's looking not good as far as the heartbreak goes right now. They've got to stop it. Stauffenberg out. Stauffenberg out of the gun.
Go get him.
Roll. He's going to get sacked back at the 42-yard line of Lander Valley. I have a feeling that might be we do have a timeout on the field. I thought Lander Valley might let it go at that point and say, hey, let's take it down. So we have a timeout with 37.2 seconds left and a huge loss of yardage. Absolute huge loss of yardage by Lander Valley back to their own 42, and they will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 21-21. Under 1 minute to go.
Set off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. Central Wyoming College.
And we're back here. 2nd down and 19 from their own 42. Lander Valley, Stauffenberg in the gun. 2 backs with him. Gets the snap. He's looking downfield, and we have a whistle. Flag on the field. Encroachment is what everybody's signaling. I can't imagine it'd be anything else. And it is encroachment, offsides on the defense, so that'll put it up at the 47-yard of Lander Valley. Somebody, I didn't see anybody jump, but someone may have lined up offsides.
That's what I think happened.
So the Riverton faithful getting into it. The Lander Valley side filled out nicely. You'd expect it would. The arch rival 30 minutes away, 35.6 seconds left from the gun. Stauffenberg, and now we're going to get I'm guessing, a false start would be my guess against Lander Valley. And yes, we do. So let's just back it up and do it all over again. So 2 plays, neither one of them actually ever happened. And we're right back where we started beforehand.
Yeah.
So
there's little break, little delay in action. That's all it was.
Yeah, so we're back at the 42 and 2nd and 19. 35.6 seconds left. This is like the final 9 seconds of the first half. 36.6. Thank you, Connor. And thank you. He always reads it for me because I can't read through the goalpost. From the gun with 3 wide. Stauffenberg snaps.
Get him.
He's going to get hit from behind.
Oh.
What was that? I'm sorry for you. What was that? Stauffenberg, in an attempt to maybe throw an incomplete pass. I don't know. I'm guessing they'll rule it incomplete because he did do that to stop the clock. But, son, time and place.
Yeah.
So 26.8 seconds left, 2nd and 19. Stauffenberg was stopped. He was stopped dead in his tracks. 3 guys for Riverton about to get a sack on him. And he got rid of the ball, just throwing it away. And that will be intentional grounding against him. Most definitely in the tackle box. Didn't get past the line of scrimmage.
Nope.
It violated all the rules, and you only have to violate one of them.
Yes.
So intentional grounding, loss of down, which means it will be third down in quite some ways.
Yes.
Some might say a country mile. I would be one of those people.
I mean, I think we might have extra time here.
I can't fathom that Lander wouldn't try, and especially with Riverton with no timeouts. Give it to Pasquinelli, see if he could do anything. If he can't, just let's go.
Yeah.
But from the gun, and Pasquinelli is to his left. The snap, nope, they're going to roll Stauffenberg. He's under pressure. He's going to throw, and it's going to be dropped.
Wow.
So now they've got to do something on fourth down.
That hit him right in the hands.
Fourth down, and let's call it what it is, an absolute country mile. Ball is spotted at the 33-yard line of Lander Valley. They have to reach their own 39. So that's 17 plus 11, 28 yards. 28 yards, 21.6 seconds. Now, you know they're going to punt, and Ty Sheets is back there to return it. Do you put the block on? Riverton's not, so that question is done answered.
Yeah.
So we do have a timeout by Lander Valley. Don't turn that dial. 21-21.
Heck of a game.
21 seconds left in the ball game between Riverton and Lander Valley.
With expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
And we are back here in Riverton, Wyoming. Setting of the stage. Teams answered each other nonstop. The last answer, though, came by Lander early in the third quarter, right after halftime. We have been knotted. We went from an offensive answer, tit for tat, into a defensive struggle. And Riverton has forced a fourth and extremely long through some timely pressure. Ty Sheets back. 21.6 seconds left. And this is where, if you're Lander Valley, there you go. We have Matisse Weaver.
Yeah.
I do believe he's back punting. So Ty Sheets, you see Ty Sheets backing up.
Yeah.
The snap is high, it's a horrible punt for Matisse Weaver. 16.7 seconds left, and it's going to be out at, they're going to say, the 46-yard line of Riverton. So this is where, if you had Matisse Weaver, you'd really be thinking, hey, wait a second.
Yeah, yes.
So Anderson's got some choices to make here. I don't know what the leg of the kicker looks like. We haven't used him a whole lot this year. Not a whole lot of field goal opportunities, especially early in the season, but we know we have one, and we've seen him in action. So we'll see how that goes. See what we do. Of course, we do have Sawyer Nachezel. He's a kicker as well on the field there at number 30, but we've still got to go some yardage. Starting out on our own 46, 15.7 seconds left, tied at 21. Riverton with the ball, has 3 wide. Snap is going to be a false start. Receiver, I do believe Gabrielson here on the near side, left a little bit early, and it definitely looked a little early. That said, a lot of receivers look like they left it a little bit early.
Yeah.
Might have been on the center, don't know. But nonetheless, it's probably going to back them up 5 yards. But the officials are taking a very long time to discuss moving 5 yards back. So let's see what they are discussing. Now we've got all 5 of them. They're deciding whether they want to go to by the casino on the way out. No. You want to grab something to eat after the game? Burger King sounds nice.
Right.
So they do signal false start, so it'll be all the way back at the 41. Still 15. It should be 15.7. It's down to 15.4 because that play never happened. But from the gun, this time with 4 wide, DeVries going to take it. Going to step up and go deep. And the uh-oh by both of us was Joel Beaver had that ball played.
Yes, he did.
He had it down to a T and just went through his hands as we go under 10 seconds at 9.2 seconds left to play.
And that was a great attempt that the defender had to play on that the whole way from the snap.
Under center, and Dirk DeVries is going to take a knee.
And just run the clock out.
And I'm kind of curious why the clock did stop there, but now it's back on the move. So it's time for extra football. We'll be right back with overtime here on KTAK. Again, 21-21, Riverton and Lander Valley tied after 4 quarters, headed to overtime here in the battle for a supremacy of 11-man football.
Glass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Glass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Glass is Lander.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
All right, and welcome back to overtime between Riverton and Lander. It has been one heck of a game. It looked like we weren't going to ever stop scoring, Jay, and then the second half happened.
Yeah.
7 points scored in the second half by Lander Valley to tie it up. And then Riverton, the what if.
Well, they had the ball forever on the fourth quarter.
The extremely long 8-minute plus drive all the way to a fumble at the 1.
I know.
You couldn't, if you're Lander Valley, you couldn't have scripted it any better. If as far as for deflation of Riverton, if you're a Riverton play-by-play guy, you'd be like, oh, you couldn't make a movie about that. No one would believe it.
Yeah.
They couldn't suspend their disbelief. So, rules of overtime for Wyoming, as we've been explained, because even we leaned over outside the door here to Ernie Over, who's been calling Wyoming football for ages, and he's like, I've never actually called an overtime game. So what we're told here is it'll be 4 downs from the 10-yard line. So really critical here to some extent. You would normally think maybe the coin toss, so you know what you need to do. Captains are meeting at midfield as we speak.
Yes.
There we go. Ty Sheets, it looks like. Ty Sheets, Braden Vincent, Nick McIntosh, and I think that's 58. That would be Jackson Hill. So they're going out there, and we will see who will win the toss and who will have the first opportunity to score and who will be playing defense. Now, I don't know if they continue to go 4 downs from the 10 or if it's just one one overtime, and then that's it.
I believe if nobody scores, they'll keep playing.
Okay,
We'll keep playing.
We shall see on that. We're learning here, but you never can shy away from free football on a Monday night.
Right.
So the coin toss taking an exorbitant amount of time.
There's only two sides to it.
This side has the president's Secretary of State from 1930. They have the ceremonial coin for this. They were ready for it.
Have they still not tossed?
Yes, they've tossed it. So they're deciding who's going which direction and who's doing what. So winner of the toss is going to be Lander Valley, I do believe. Lander Valley winning the toss, and it looks like they'll be playing defense first, I do believe. Oh, yeah, I mean, just like college. So defense first, ball will be at the 10-yard line.
Well, I mean, you choose defense first if you stop them.
If you stop them and you've got Matisse Weaver, who's known for field goals, you don't have to do anything risky at all.
And that's probably exactly what the coach was thinking.
So coach deciding to do so. Coach John Scott deciding to play defense first. Ball is now spotted at the 10. So they're playing on our right of the home field press box. So on your radio dial, Riverton will be going left to right. Last time down there, it was an absolute heartbreaking disaster for Riverton, and especially for quarterback Derek DeVries as he dropped the ball, lunging for the end zone. A chance to make up for it here, though, potentially.
I'm thinking he's confident. I
Yes.
think he's already forgot about that.
He's
fumble.
got 4 wide on the left, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. DeVries out of the gun, takes it. He's going to keep it, and he's going wide. He's got a chance at it. He dives for it, and he's going to be out right at the 1-yard line. So he did go wide of the pylon. Odd, I could see that. Huh? Hutchinson's in? Okay. DeVries is actually on the sideline now. Hutchinson at quarterback. And here comes number 14. Let's see here. Nick McIntosh coming in the game. Going with Hutchinson down here. He's got a little more speed. 21-21, and it's 2nd and goal, virtually, from the, good Lord, the 1-foot line.
He was right there.
Snap. Hutchinson going to go up the middle. He's going to walk in. Or at least I think he walked in. He did walk in. I was about to say they were taking a long time, but everybody just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
So.
Touchdown Riverton. I like it. Now Lander's got to play football. They can't just.
So now the all-important extra point in this situation.
Yep. That was a good call. I expected him to try to bring it back around the end.
27-21, extra point is pending. You cannot overemphasize the importance of this extra point. It's up, and it is good. So Riverton answers first. 4 downs to pay dirt. That's what it's going to take to beat Lander Valley, the arch rivals. We'll be right back with the Lander possession of overtime right after these.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes. Athletes.
So Hutchinson was the quarterback?
Nate Hutchinson, quarterback past 2 years, coming out late. Now it leads to a touchdown, 28-21, out of the wishbone. Ooh. And encroachment by Riverton. Not what you needed there, and that was a weird look. Well, maybe not a weird look. They do list an A-back on their starting lineup. We just haven't seen him line up in the A-back of the wishbone, or veer as they would call, or some people might call it the wing T, although it's not technically wing T because it wasn't complete. But so anyway, 5 yards on the encroachment. The Riverton crowd was going absolutely bonkers. It's loud. You would guess it's a Friday night with all the alumni back still out of the power I now. Stauffenberg's going to hand it off, and it's going to get stopped for a gain of, I don't think they're going to give him any. They do give him about half a yard. Half a yard sets up second down. Connor, please back the camera out a little. There you go. So we got that done so everybody can see the entire play. Second and goal now from the 4. We'll call it the 4.5, so it's a long 4. Actually, it's further than that because the back end of the ball is still touching the 5. Now the wing T. Now the T is formed. Stauffenberg going out of the T. He's going to hand it to 47, who's going to get down to the 1. So getting down to the 1 yard line for Lander Valley was, I don't even have him on. Let's see here. Nope, I don't have him on the lineup. Actually, no, 37. Sorry, can't see it. Looks like it was Matisse Weaver. It might have been, but all of a sudden, Lander Valley going out of an option-style attack. Wing T again. They are going to run the ball here. Riverton's getting deep in there, and let's see here. They're going to say, no, he didn't get in. So we are going to have 4th and 1 from the 1, ladies and gentlemen. 4th and 1. Talk about a potential goal line stand. Overtime, 28-21, Riverton Wolverines with the lead. Nate Hutchinson driving them down on 2 run plays. And now we've got a 4th and 1 for Lander Valley. The crowd stomping their feet, up on their feet, yelling, screaming. You are at home too, from the power I. Hunker it down one more time, guys.
Here we go.
Here it goes. He's going to look to pass it. And it's touchdown. Well executed, well designed there by John Scott.
Yes, because he was wide open.
Gutsy, too.
Yes.
Gutsy, too. So now, are they going for 2? I can't imagine with Matisse Weaver you go for 2 here. I could not imagine that.
Are they?
Are they really?
They are.
They are going to go for 2. That is shocking for me, just because when you got a kicker, you just need Riverton to make one mistake in a field goal, and you're good as gold for it.
Come on, Riverton.
So here we go. They're Lander Valley going for 2, and you know now we're going to get the timeout fest. Everybody's using their 1 if they have one here. They're going to ask them what hash mark they want. They want it on the far left. Far left hash. Stauffenberg in the gun. This is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Lander choosing to go for 2 here. Sends a man in motion. Riverton in man coverage. Throw easily caught. Just horrible coverage. And Riverton will fall. And you feel for these kids as they just hang their head down and Ty, I think that's Ty Sheets. No, I can't see through the glass, so can't see who it was, but he was absolutely wide open. So final here in overtime from Riverton High School. Riverton in an absolute heartbreaker. Falls 29-28.
That's too bad. I was really expecting Riverton to tighten up their coverage, And definitely, I mean, that was just a quick slant.
Absolutely devastating. You need to be up in coverage, and give credit to Lander. They took the gutsy call, and they score here. So final again in overtime. Lander Valley 29, Riverton 28. Lander Valley reigns supreme in 11-man football in Fremont County once again. We'll be right back with the Click It or Ticket.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine and Adina Vasco and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
It's Physical Therapy Month.
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 October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like April better.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program. Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit landergambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Riverton.
And welcome back to our Click It or Ticket postgame show. I need to bring up the frame, too. And we are joined by Coach Anderson. Coach Anderson, I know you're going to get a lot of well-playeds, and that's absolutely true. But I know that doesn't take heartbreak.
That doesn't feel really great. The old moral victory is in a game like this that's fought this hard. Doesn't feel like a very satisfying consolation.
Absolutely. And what can you tell us about that final drive that went so long and took so many, like 26 plays? It seemed deliberate. It reminded me of the old Bill Parcells games when he was facing Jim Kelly and the Bills, which was just eat up as much clock, go down there and score. And then, of course, the worst possible outcome could have happened with the turnover. But that said, we don't want to dwell on that. How about the play of Nathan Hutchinson as he came on and able to come out and lead your team in overtime?
Difference maker. I mean, you sure love to have that other athlete, number one, on the field with him. He's a huge difference maker too. But we're really blessed to have had the opportunity to have Nathan with us and be able to have that as an option. To push us into overtime, in which put us in a place where we were able to at least go up for a time being.
And with the fumble on that drive, what is the status of Derek? Is he injured? Is he
I think he's probably, with just guessing and watching his body language on the sideline, I'm guessing he's probably in protocol is my guess.
Okay.
That's just my guess. I have not talked to Paige yet.
Okay. So next week, especially if he enters protocol, we're probably looking at more of Nathan Hutchinson.
Probably, yeah, as we stand here and talk now.
And as far as, what can you say about the game plan coming into this week? In the first half, it was the best offensive output you'd had for the year, points-wise.
Yeah.
And it just looked to be that Derek was comfortable slinging it.
Yeah. And he if you looked at that third quarter piece, he got his legs underneath him. That's as good as he's run the ball all Gordon. So it's really, really a bummer for him, right? Obviously for the team, and but a real sad kind of note in a way for him to get down there and not the fumble and like that stuff. Life happens, but like to have him get nicked up there, and not be able to lead his team in the end. I think that's a really that's a thing that I wouldn't wish for anybody.
And did you do anything different with this being, you scored and then 2 days later Lander Valley scores? So did you do anything different in prep, or did you just approach as basically we're playing a full game?
Yeah, we just looked at it as in when you get up against a well-coached team like this, that you got to be prepared. Like they're going to go back and they're going to get wrinkles and they're going to do stuff, and you got to think about as an OC, what they can do that's cheap from a mental workload and mental workload, and see if that's something you can prepare for cheaply as well, and then just try to match up and play football. Ultimately, what we got down tonight is football players playing football.
Okay. And lastly, as you say, and just heartbreak you feel for the kids, how do you turn around and rebound for your very last home game of the season?
I think it's timeline.
And only 4 days.
And only 4 days, and Douglas is going to come in. They're a salty group of dudes. They play hard-nosed football. I think other than Derek, I think we made it out relatively unscathed, at least from what I could see. So that's a huge positive. We're going to have to kind of be maybe creative and roll Hutch back into his old role a little bit more so than we expected. But we're just going to try to get them mentally and give them some recovery time and be fresh when we come out Friday.
Well, we feel with you on this one, Coach.
Yeah.
This was a fun game to call, but it doesn't take the bad taste.
Yeah.
But in 4 days, we lace them up again.
Yeah.
We'll be right back on the Clicker Ticket postgame show here on KTAK.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Coach.
Eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
And we're back here on KTAK's Click It or Ticket postgame show, and we are joined by our Gatorade player of the game, Gatorade the Thirst Quencher, Nathan Hutchinson. How'd it feel? You've been back how many games now?
This is my first game back.
First game?
Yeah.
I've seen you on the roster once or twice leading up into this and known you were getting in there. But at the same point in time, how did it feel to finally get back in the groove of it, get a quick score, and then also, though, at the end, get thrust in the point where you've got to go in and play your old position?
Yeah, this game was crazy. Crazy game. Definitely one of the funnest games I've played in, though. It's unfortunate, the ending, but I'm just glad to be a part of it.
And how do seniors like yourself get this team after, it's obviously taken steps each game this season? Last week, getting the first one against Rawlins, taking Lander Valley to overtime. How do you, with only 3 days worth of practice and probably not too hard of a practice, I would imagine, get ready for your last home game of your career?
I think we play Douglas here next week.
Yeah, that's this coming week.
Oh, okay,
How do you
yeah,
get ready
okay,
for that
okay.
on short notice, and knowing that this is it?
Yeah, well, I think
home.
this has honestly been our best game of the year. It's tough the way it ended, but I think there's a lot of good things that we can, just be proud of that came from this game, and just keep working. We got a short week, and Douglas is Douglas is pretty good, so they're always physical. So we got to be ready to go out there and try to rally the troops.
Absolutely, and it was a well-played game by everybody, and you know, we didn't expect it suddenly to shift into a defensive struggle in the second half with only 7 points. I mean, how do you move on for that? I mean, obviously 5 now in a row. You've got to move on. You've got Douglas, then you got Warland. A chance still a chance in the East. Especially with that win against Rollins. How's it feel to finally be back in pads, though?
It feels good. I'm happy to be out here. I'm thankful for the coaches for, letting me come out late. I've had a blast. Love playing, and I'm just thankful to be out there.
Well, good. We're glad to have you. And this is Nate Hutchinson, the Gatorade Thirst Quencher Player of the Game. We want to thank him for coming out. It was a joy to call you in American Legion Ball. It's a joy to call you here. We want to thank him, and we'll be right back with the Papa Murphy's Player of the Game on the Clicker Ticket postgame show.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
And welcome back. We're going to take this god-awful camera off of me now. So let's get that off. Let's get that camera off of me, and we're going to move right into, again, our Gatorade, the Thirst Quencher Player of the Game. Nathan Hutchinson came out late, and he may be forced into duty next week against Douglas on short rest, as just at first glance, we don't know if it's confirmed, but at first glance, Coach Anderson believes that Derek may have to go into the concussion protocol. And that leads us into, actually, our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game, not the concussion protocol, mind you, but the Derek DeVries being our our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game. We want to congratulate him. Definitely had his best game of the year. His legs were there. His pretty much everything was right where it wanted to be. Came out, he was slinging it early and often. Looked good doing it. So we want to congratulate Derek DeVries on being the player of the Papa Murphy's Player of the Game. So final thoughts. How you feel, Jay? It took 2 days. To just for us all to get used to it. It took 2 days, but you've now been with us, and we want to welcome him warmly, and hopefully he gets back here with us. And final thoughts, Jay.
Final thoughts on the game. It was a heck of a game. I mean, these boys played hard, each side. Little disappointed in the outcome, but a heck of a game. As far as announcing, it was awesome. I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed it. This is definitely something I could do again. Whenever you guys need me, I would definitely come back. This is just amazing.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we're glad to have Jay, and we want to give a special shout-out for helping us out here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. But a special shout-out to Connor Shields, our cameraman, who is here. He's not going to say much. I bribed him with Skittles and Mountain Dew, so I'm sure he'll be up for the next 10 hours. But and a special shout-out to Lane Sanderson back at the studios, as she has done great with us, being our board op and helping us out here on kind of pretty short notice, just finding out on Friday. So thank you to her and for the whole team here at KTAK and Wind River Radio Networks. He's Jay Collins. I'm Kevin Shields, and we'll see you next week as Riverton will host Douglas in the final home game of 2022. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.